What's going on, guys? This week we're just going to be going over my plans for 2021 in the Corvette. Alright guys, so 2020 is wrapping up, which I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me. Thank God this year's sucked for the most part across the board. But that brings us into what are we doing with the Corvette this year? And that's kind of a really broad statement because there's a lot of things I want to get done. I'm not sure where they're going to fall out priority wise, but there are some things that are for sure happening this coming year with the car. The big thing, and if you've been following the build, you know I'm kind of geared more with this car in the drag racing side of things. So first and foremost, the next big project that's coming up is getting the stall in. It's going to be an FTI 4000 hard hit stall. We're doing mount brace on the transmission. We are swapping up, getting rid of the 273s and going to a 342. And with that, we're going to do like the ECS torque tamer. I mean, we're kind of going through the whole getting everything set up. At the same time, it's going to be getting a set of Silver's coilovers that are spec'd out to where what the goals are for the car. That is the next big project, and that's going to be a couple video series, I guess you could call it, if you want to follow along with that. That's going to be the next big thing coming up, which I'm super stoked about. That 4000 stall and going to a little bit more aggressive a gear, but still streetable, is really going to wake this car up. This car is horrible coming off the line. I mean, you're talking like 2.2, 2.3, 60 foots, pairing that up with some slicks, and we should be able to get that cut down to like a 1.6 is kind of the goal, that 1.5, 1.6 area, which I think is very attainable. That's the main focus for the start of the year. Our race season doesn't really start till like May-ish, and that's pretty weather dependent for about that first month in this area. But once I get the stall and everything addressed and where I can use the power I already have, the next step is going to be add more power, which everyone should do. If you guys have been watching, this video right up here has been kind of the only thing I've done, only video I've done hinting on what the plan is engine wise. Those heads are done, oversized valves, springs ported. They are beautiful heads. Gonna have to wait and see them though, sorry. But those heads are gonna be going on, and it's gonna be getting a custom grind cam. Gotta love dogs. Anyway, it's gonna be getting a custom ground cam from BTR. Those guys are without a doubt 100% the best in the business. Customer service, product, results, best in the business for LS, camshaft, valve train. Give them a call with any of your needs. I'll leave a link for their website down. Brian Tooley and those guys are just 100% willing to help you with no matter what you do, which is part of the reason why I decided to go with them and support them. Is I wanted results, but I also have never taken a car as aggressive on nitrous as I want to with this vehicle. So I called them and had a custom cam spec'd out for running the nitrous setup I'm gonna be doing on this. That's gonna hopefully be in before that May, before racing starts too. But again, priority is sitting with the drag racing side of it, getting it to launch. I've had more than one race to where I'm having in an 8th mile track, I'm having to make up 6-7 cars because I lose it in the first 100 foot of the race, which really sucks. If I can keep up with those cars out of the hole, by the end of the track, I'm ahead of them. So you can kind of see my reasoning with that. It is what it is. Alongside this, and this is going to be coming out in the next week or two, I'm going to be upgrading radiator and going to a external transcooler, beefier, heavier duty transcooler. Again, just kind of a supporting mod for future products. You know, I mean, that transmission, it is still just the stock 4L60 in this thing. I'm gonna run it until it goes. It's gonna go. Don't be surprised when I do that video. It's gonna go. I'm expecting it to go. Everyone knows it's gonna go. It's gonna happen. Don't be a Karen. Don't want to hear it. Don't care. I know, you know, everyone knows. Not gonna be a big deal when it happens. I'm just gonna wait till it happens before I take care of it, because I'm not gonna put a 4L60 back in this car, and that's gonna be a whole nother project that I'm not gonna get covering in this, because it's probably not gonna happen this year. So that is what it is. The last thing that I am covering is, for sure, I'm going to do what it takes to make it happen this year, is revamping the Nitrous kit. Nitrous Express has been awesome. I'm going to continue using their product. However, the LS1, LS6 intake manifold design is not super nitrous friendly. You get that minute lean spike when it first gets triggered and activated, and you start spraying, you get a momentary lean point. I don't like that, and especially if I want to throw more nitrous at this thing, I would prefer not to have that. So I'm going to be switching intake manifolds. I just picked up a Silver Blade, an LS2 throttle body, to go to an aftermarket intake manifold, and I'm going to change injection systems on the kit. That 3-bolt plate works. It works really well, actually. But I'm going to be going to a different injection setup with the nitrous kit, so I can in turn throw more nitrous at this thing safely. Along with the switching injection up on it, I'm going to be going to a standalone fuel system, which I'm pretty stoked about doing that video. And it's really just going to help the car perform better overall while being safer. So you can't really complain about that. So that kind of sums up what you guys can expect for big projects over the next year. Is going to be the stall and suspension, with all the bracing and that kind of going in line with that. Putting a cam in this thing with some other bolt-ons, hence the intake manifold. I might start covering a little bit of tuning videos. I'm not 100% sure on that. The nitrous kit and the support, little odds and ends supporting mods that can go with all these other bigger setups. So that's kind of the plan. So if you want to follow along, click that subscribe button. A lot of you have seen the car. I would really appreciate it if you follow along and just kind of follow me along doing that with doing this, and that's all it is. So if you're interested in that, click the subscribe button. With that, you know what's coming up over the next few months now. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting, and thanks for being part of the family. Project Dirty's out.